Assalamu alaikum. Today we are going to read our first book, The Kidnappers. Kipper was sad because the magic key would not glow. He looked at the key for a long time. At last he fell asleep. Suddenly the key glowed and the magic began to work. As we can see here, Kipper was upset because the magic key had not been glowing for a long time. He thought that the key has lost its magic. He looked at the key for a very long time and fell asleep. Suddenly, the key glowed and the magic began to work. Let's see what will happen next. Kipper's toys were coming to life. Teddy gave Kipper a shake. Wake up, he said. The magic key is glowing. The magic is working.
Wake up! Wake up!
Children, as you can see, the toys are coming to life. Teddy gave Kipper a shake. He wanted him to wake up and see that the magic key is working. Kipper sat up and rubbed his eyes. He looked at his toys. Come on, Kipper, said Casimir. Hurry up, it's time for a magic adventure. Now, children, Kipper has woke up. He couldn't see properly, so he rubbed his eyes. He looked at his toys. He couldn't believe that all his toys have come to life. Casimir told him to get up as it is the time for the magic adventure to begin. The toys ran to the little house. Hurry up, Kipper, called Teddy. Be quick or it will be too late. Kipper could feel the magic working. It pulled him inside the magic house. Kipper and his toys were getting ready for the magic adventure. They could see that the magic was working. What happened next was very exciting. The magic pulled them inside the little house. What do you predict? Where will they go? What will they do? The magic whisked Kipper round and round. Oh, help! Called Kipper. I feel different. This is a different sort of magic. Finally, the magic is whizzing Kipper round and round. Kipper could see that this is a different kind of magic. Let's see where will the magic take them this time. The magic took them to an airport. It was a very busy airport. Casimir was excited. Maybe we can catch a plane, he said. Maybe we can have an exciting adventure. There were bears everywhere. They were going to Switzerland. They are going to the teddy bear's picnic, said Teddy. they have one every year. Where did the magic take them? Yes, the magic took them to an airport. It was a very busy place. You can see people all around. Katsumer was very excited. He wanted to catch a plane. But where were they going for the picnic? Yes, they were going to Switzerland for the teddy bears picnic. They have this picnic every year. So let's find out more about teddy bears picnic. Maybe we can go too, said Bunbury. Kipper was not sure. How can we? He asked. Of course we can go, said Teddy. This is a magic adventure.
Of course we can go.
All the toys wanted to go for this picnic. But Kipper was not very sure. He didn't want to go for this picnic. Teddy convinced him that of course he can go. It's a magic adventure and anything can happen here. Kipper and his friends went on the airplane to Switzerland. They flew over lakes and mountains. What a beautiful place for a picnic, said Kipper. Finally, Kipper and his friends have caught an airplane. They flew over lakes and mountains of Switzerland. It was a beautiful place. Let's see what will happen next. When the plane landed, everyone got off. There were lots and lots of bears. Kipper had never seen so many. They had come from all over the world. It's going to be a big picnic, said Kipper. There was a bus at the airport. It was going to the teddy bears picnic. Come on, said Katsumer. If we run, we can catch this bus. Finally, the plane has landed. There were lots of bears around. They have come from all over the world. There was a bus waiting for them at the airport. It was going to take them to the teddy bears picnic. Everyone wanted to catch this bus. So all the toys ran towards this bus. Kipper liked Switzerland. It's beautiful here, said Kipper. It was fun on the top of the bus. The bears waved at everyone and everyone waved back. We can see now that Kipper has started liking Switzerland as it was a really beautiful place. They enjoyed more at the top of the bus where the bears waved at everyone and they also waved them back. At last, the bus arrived. Everyone got off. I've never seen so many bears, said Kipper. We'd better stay together in case we get lost. Finally, they have reached the place for the teddy bears picnic. Kipper has never seen so many bears before. He asked everyone to stay together so they don't get lost. It was really a crowded place. Kipper and his friends found a good place to sit. Suddenly, everyone shouted and cheered. A famous bear had come onto the stage. He waved at the crowd. "Welcome to the teddy bear's picnic," he said.
Welcome to the Teddy Bear's Picnic.
Kipper and his friends found a very good place to sit. Suddenly, they heard that the crowd was shouting and cheering for someone. Yes, children, the famous bears have come onto the stage to welcome everyone. "I know him," said Kipper. "He's a very famous bear indeed. I've read all his books."
I know him.
We can see that Kipper has recognized this bear. He was a very well known bear. Kipper has read all the books of this famous bear. Let's see what will happen next. Another famous bear came onto the stage. He began to tell jokes and sing funny songs. Everyone laughed and cheered. "I know that famous bear too," said Kipper. "I've seen him on TV. Now Kipper has recognized that famous bear as well. He has watched him on TV. He was singing and telling funny jokes. Wow! Let's see what else will they be doing in this picnic. A famous pop group came onto the stage. They played while the bears had their picnic. "This is the best picnic I've ever been to," said Kipper. A famous pop bear came onto the stage. While they were playing the music, all the teddy bears were having their picnic. Kipper said that it was the best ever picnic he had. Kipper had an autograph book. He wanted some of the famous bears to sign their names. "I can show them to Biff and Chip," said Kipper. "Then they'll know I have had a magic adventure." Can you see Kipper has an autograph book? He wanted the famous bears to sign their names on it. He wanted to show it to Biff and Chip as a proof that he had been to a magic adventure. They went to find the famous bears. But there was trouble. Nasty bears were pushing the famous bears into a car. "It's a kidnap," said Bunbury. "We must do something." There was something nasty going on. Some nasty bears were pushing the famous bears into the car. "Oh, it's a kidnap, children. Someone is kidnapping the famous bears." Who are they? What Kipper and his friends will do now? The car sped away. Casimir saw a van. "Come on!" he shouted. "Get in! We can follow the kidnappers in this van."
Come on!
As we all can see that Casimir and his friends got a van to follow the kidnappers. Let's see whether Kipper and his friends will be able to rescue the famous bears or not. Let's see, will they be able to save the famous bears or not? Casimir drove the van as fast as he could. The car went even faster. It drove up a mountain road. Faster! Faster! Called Bunbury. Don't lose them, said Teddy. Yes, they were following the kidnappers. Let's see whether they'll be able to catch the kidnappers or not. The car drove through some big gates and stopped in front of a house. The famous bears were pushed inside. It looks dangerous, said Kipper. But we must rescue them. I have a plan. Kipper and his friends have finally chased the kidnappers. They have seen them going into a big house. Kipper knew that it was dangerous, but Kipper had a plan to rescue the famous bears. Kipper and Casimir went to the house. Kipper rang a bell. Nasty bears came to the door. Free honey, called Kipper. Free honey for every bear.
Free honey!
So now Kipper is selling them honey. He wanted the famous bears to be occupied in eating honey. And meanwhile, his other friends are going to rescue the famous bears. Let's find out whether Kipper's plan will work or not. Nasty bears were greedy and they couldn't resist the honey. They didn't see what Teddy and Bunbury were doing. Teddy went to the car and took out the keys. Now, children, why do you think that Teddy has taken out the key from Nasty Bear's car? Yes, you are right. Kipper didn't want the Nasty Bear to follow them in the car. Now, let's see what will happen next. Bunbury went to the back of the house and looked through a window. He saw the famous bears. They were tied up. So Bunbury has finally found out the famous bears in a room. He is going to rescue them. The famous bears free. Then they all climbed out of the window. Come on, said Teddy. Follow me and don't make a sound.
Come
Finally,
on!
Bunbury was successful in setting the famous bears free. They all climbed out of the window and followed Teddy. The famous bears crept into the honey van. Nasty bears didn't see them because they were too busy eating the honey. Teddy asked them not to make any sound so they may quietly escape in the van. One of the bears saw that the famous bears were escaping. They are in the honey van, he shouted. Go after it. Casimir drove the honey van as fast as he could. Nasty bears ran after the van, but they got stuck in the honey. Hooray! Shouted Kipper. Hooray! Finally, the famous bears have been rescued and released. They all set free in the honey van. Nasty bears were so busy eating the honey, they didn't even see the famous bears at all. Oh no, the nasty bears have finally seen the famous bears running. They followed the honey van. Let's find out whether they'll be able to chase Kipper and his friends or not. So that was the wonderful plan of Kipper. The nasty bears tried to run after the famous bears, but they could not catch them. Do you know why? Because they were stuck onto the honey. The famous bears were pleased with Kipper and his friends. You were very clever, they said. Thanks to you, the teddy bear's picnic can go on. The magic key began to glow. It was time for Kipper's adventure to end. I can't wait to tell Biff and Chip about it, he said. The famous bears thanked Kipper and his friends for saving their lives. The magic key glowed, and it was time for Kipper's adventure to end. He wanted to share all this with his siblings. The magic key Biff glowed last night, said Kipper. I had a magic adventure. We don't believe you, said Biff. No, it was just a dream, said Chip.
I had a magic adventure.
When Kipper was sharing his adventure with Biff and Chip, they didn't believe him. Biff said, We don't believe you that you have gone into the magic adventure on your own. While Chip said that you must have seen a dream. Now, children, you tell me, was it a dream or a reality? Was it a real adventure or a dream?